YouTube, what's going on? Happy Tuesday night. Can't believe it's only Tuesday, but whatevs. Show you my hauls today. So I found another one of these. This is Blue Skyline number 3. First one I got, massive stance issue because of the base being mounted, cattywampus. Second one I got was better than the first, but still a little bit off. Today, I found this one. I was going to use it for a wheel swap because I like the wheels on this car. I did a wheel swap on a Chevy G20 van, and it looks really good. And I had another casting that needed these wheels, so luckily the Skyline I bought today, perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So now my gold one and my blue one are both perfect. They both have perfect stance, no issues. So this is the second one I got. So this one does have a little bit of a gangster lean to it, but not bad. Looks really good from this side, I think. And then from the other side, you can really see the stance issue. But anyways, these are some wheels that I had left over from another wheel swap. They are green light wheels, so I went ahead and threw them on the Skyline because I don't want to waste a really nice Skyline casting. It's not the best R34, but you know, it's probably maybe the best one outside of the Kyosho. So anyways, there's that. And then the car, or casting I should say, that the beneficiary of the Skyline wheels was this thing here. And I think it looks quite a bit better. I still need to push that wheel on. It's not... it's hard to do. You know, you got to be careful because it's so easy to damage these wheels doing wheel swaps. Especially because, you know, you can't take the base off. You can if you want to, but I'm not going to drill it. So I just pull the wheels off the axle. The front ones, as you can see there, they went on no problem. The rear ones are on. They're just, there's a lot of play in the axle, but it's a nice roller. I think it looks pretty sharp. Definitely looks better than it did. Here's one of the wheels I took off of it just to give you an example of why I switched them. Just look at all that flashing. It just looks horrible. There was one wheel, though, that came off of it that's really nice. That's this one here. If all 4 of them looked like this, I would not have done it. I would have left it. And then the other 2 wheels got torn up when I pulled them off the axle. So anyways, I think this truck looks a lot better. The tires are a little small. I might put larger tires on just to fill some of that space. But other than that, I'm really happy with that swap. So today at Hobby Lobby, I grabbed 2 cars. I grabbed the Skyline, and then I picked up this Jeep Wrangler. Really happy I picked this Rubicon up. It's a really nice casting. The Jeep Wranglers are some of Greenlight's nicest, most accurate model replicas. I think if Kyosho were to do a Jeep Wrangler or Tomica Limited Vintage, I don't think I would expect it to look any better than what this one here looks. Very, very nice, very highly detailed, very accurate. But I do have a major problem with these late model Wranglers. I have 2 or 3 of them that have headlights popping out. So it's easy enough to put them back in. It's just a pain in the butt to do it. And at Hobby Lobby today, they had 2 of these, and one of them was missing the driver headlight. It wasn't even in the package, so I don't know what's going on with that. But I found this one, and this one, they were all intact. So I went ahead and picked it up because I really do like these Jeep castings, and I especially love this. It's like a flat, maybe more of a satin. There's a little bit of gloss to it, I guess. Not much. But cream color with the black top. The top on these is removable. So this is the nicest Jeep in 1:64 scale. Made by Greenlight. No question about it. Black painted base. Full-size rubber spare. Colorado license plate. Excuse me. Got some really cool stuff coming up here that we're going to take a look at. So I got a pretty awesome mail package today. But as we work our way up to that mail package, I want to first show you guys the Auto World cars that I found from 2018, Release 1, Version B. I already have Version A. I've cracked 2 sets on the channel, but I don't have Version B, so here we go. This is the Ford Country Squire. This is in the really deep, really like rich burgundy color. Almost looks like a black or a brown. Looks like when you're looking at it, it looks more burgundy, but from a lot of angles, depending on how the light's hitting it, it looks black. But this car did come out in black, so it also came out in a burgundy color, but this is more of a darker burgundy. But awesome prototypical wheels with the replicated hubcaps. It's got a chrome luggage rack on top. This one does feature the wood grain tampo and all kinds of detail. So these Auto World cars, they also have license plates. See, you don't get that with all Greenlight cars like that Jeep. You do get it on some. So there's that. My favorite Auto World car that I found today is this one here. It's just a great color for this car. The Olds Cutlass 442. It's almost like a sea green color with a white vinyl top. So version A was the first time that Auto World put this out with the vinyl top look. That was a maroon car with a black vinyl top, but I like this color combination better. .442. Really nice detail. These Cutlasses, though, they have one of my favorite Auto World engines of all these little 1:64 scale cars. This Cutlass, to me, has the most detailed engine. Well, red line tires, so really cool car there. That's my favorite of these 3, but I'm showing this one last for a reason. I'm thinking the Galaxy convertible was an ultra red, because there were 2 cars missing and that was one of them. And with that being Auto World's least popular casting, I'm thinking that it had to be an ultra red for it to be gone. And also the Corvette was gone. That one's easy to understand because that Corvette casting from Auto World is sick. Anyways, 66 Impala. This is also the first release that Auto World has released this car with the vinyl top. That is not to be confused with the 1970 Impala that they do, which debuted with a vinyl top. But the 66 Impala never was released with a vinyl top until this 2018 Series 1. Now the version A is red with black top, and the version B here is silver with a black top. I like the silver better. It's no secret that silver is my favorite color for 1:64 scale detailed diecast cars. It just looks awesome, and I'm kind of glad because I have a Greenlight 1967 silver Chevy Impala. So here's your Auto World. These are not the same car, but they're close. So this will give you somewhat of an idea of a comparison between Auto World and Greenlight. Because between these 2 particular cars, I think most people would agree that the green light is much nicer from a fit and finish standpoint and a detail standpoint. So this is a pretty early green light release, but it's still the same tooling that they've been putting out, you know, as recently as Hot Pursuit 24, I think was the last one that had it. But they put this casting out many times, but very rarely does it look this good with these custom aftermarket wheels and two-tone paint. But here, let's do a little side by side. You guys comment below who do you think did a better job? If you're going for like stock replication, you have to give it to Auto World, because this is not stock, this is custom. But I don't think the Auto World car is any better from a detail standpoint. I will say though, from a proportion standpoint and like a replication accuracy standpoint, I think Auto World probably wins. Both of these cars are awesome though. 1966 Chevy Impala, 1967 Chevy Impala. This one is an SS. I don't know if the Auto World is. I think it is. Olds 442 Ford Country Squire. Where's the blister for the Chevy? Oh, it's way over there. I think it is an SS, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, so let's get into the mail package, because that's the highlight of the day. I did an Instagram trade with SKDC. For those of you that don't know, that is Street Kings Diecast. There's a whole plethora of members under that moniker. But SKDC Murder Mitten up there in, I don't know if he's in the Detroit area, but he is up there in Michigan. He and I hammered out a trade that I'm very happy with. So I'll start with this one. I don't think this car is very rare. I think there's 4,000 or so. But I can tell you this, may not be rare, but it is hard to find. Green light, Black Bandit, Ford Crown Victoria. I have a Black Bandit civilian model Mercury Marauder. And to me, I think this car here is almost as nice, if not nicer, even though this one is a police car. It's a super nice car. The windows are blacked out. Got black steelies. You've got the ghost badge there on the door, which is I think it's a Black Bandit Police Department badge. All kinds of detail here. The tail lights, reverse lights. What does that say? Fuel injection. So typically with police cars, I prefer the red, white, and blue light bars. In this case, with the Black Bandit, clear is definitely the way to go. There you have the push bar up front, tampoed headlights, which for being tampoed look very, very nice. So this is one of the two cars that I got. I love this car. It's going to go right into my green light collection. And I've got a good number of these Crown Vics. This one is a top 3 probably for me out of the 25 or so that I have. And that does include the the two Mercury Marauders that I have. I like this one. It's just almost equally. Really nice roller. 6208 is the number, so I'll have to double check on production. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I have a Greenlight van that's numbered in the 6,000s, and they only made like 3,800 of them. So how the numbering gets thrown off like that, I don't know. But it doesn't always necessarily mean that... I actually emailed Greenlight about it, and they gave me an explanation, which I still have in my phone. So I'll have to try to dig it up to see if I can... That way I can explain it to you guys. Anyway, so that's a really cool car. But this next car is pretty unbelievable. It's a new brand for me. A brand I've never heard of. But he posted some pics on his Instagram probably about a month ago now. And when I saw the car, I knew that I had a couple of cars that he was interested in. And so I immediately messaged him proposing the trade. And he was interested from the get-go. But I wanted to learn more about this brand. So before we completed the trade, I went on to eBay. I did a lot of looking. It's a brand called Biante Mini Cars. They only seem to do Fords. And they only seem to do Australian model Fords. But everything that I saw that they do is incredibly nice. Like this car here is nicer than the Kyosho cars that I have that are, comparable, like the Audi A4, from a fit and finish standpoint and a detail standpoint. So, without further ado, this is the Ford BA Falcon XR8 in the Acid Rush color, which is like it's like a metallic mustard yellow, a metallic Dijon. The car is so freaking nice. I mean, telling you, it is better built and better detailed than probably all the Kyosho cars that I have. It's heavier, it feels more substantial. You can see here on the base, there's a lot more detail that goes into it. The drivetrain and the exhaust is all detailed. Separate pieces, separate piece axles, rubber tires with tread, prototypical wheels, transparent lens headlights and taillights. And the list continues to go on. So this is the point of the video that got cut off last time I was making it. So I'm going to try this time to not do that. I want to take a look at it from a little bit different angle here. So I did get a generic sky in the background. It definitely needs some more landscape, though. Otherwise, that's quite the cliff over there. I hate to drive off of it. So I'll work on that probably this weekend at some point. But back to the video here. So here you go. Ford Falcon XR8. At least I think that's what it's called. What does that say on the rocker panel? XR8. Look at the weather stripping around the glass. Very detailed. These headlights, just an insane amount of detail in those. The Ford logo there in the grille. Side view mirrors. This car's a very nice rolling car. Detailed exhaust. Really nice transparent lens taillights. Proper stance, which is very important to me. And probably the coolest point of detail on the car is the rear brake light in the window with the rear defrost. Now, they're not the only diecast company that I've seen that from. I've seen that actually a whole bunch. Even Johnny Lightning has done a lot of that. But you don't see a whole bunch of it. But I just think the car is so cool. I just did a late model sedan video, Grocery Getters. This car would fit so perfectly with that theme. All you Australian subscribers got to be loving this car. And I know I've got quite a few of you guys, probably girls too, down there from down under. So what do you guys think? You like the car? I love it. It's definitely going into the PC. Not for trade, not for sale. It's the only Beyonce casting in my collection, and I honestly don't know if I'll be adding any more unless they expand their tooling catalog. I just, it's a Ford Falcon. All they seem to do is Ford cars, or I think maybe they had some Holdens. I don't know. Maybe I'll take another look at them. But there are a couple of other pieces that I want to get that are not Beyonce. So I'm not going to say what they are because they're hard to get, and there's only a couple of them on eBay right now, and I'm not going to be able to get them until probably Friday or Saturday. But I will show you guys what it is when I do get it, and it does show up at my door. I'll show you guys what it is. But anyways, so that's it. That's the video. I think I got some really cool diecast today. Quality quality over quantity for sure with this haul today. Alright, everybody. Sorry for the shoddy camera work. As always, thank you for checking it out. Hopefully you guys all find some cool diecast tomorrow. Happy hunting. I will holler at the next video.